All right, so the Pixel 2 has been out now for a little over a week. We love this phone, we're stoked on it. A lot of you guys have been asking how the Pixel 2 works with moment lenses and portrait mode. So in this video, we're gonna dive deeper into that and show you how each of the lenses looks and works with portrait mode. All right, so we're gonna take pictures of some people in the office, and then we're also gonna go ask Phil, who's super smart, a little bit more about portrait mode, get his take on it. Hey Melissa, can I take your picture? So the first lens I want to test out is the Moment wide angle lens, 18mm. It's probably our most popular lens, and for good reason. Super sharp, kind of like the perfect width. But without the lens, it's, you know, that tight. With the lens, a bit wider. The one weird thing is that you actually don't see the depth effect in live preview. You have to click back into the image, but basically you will take the photo of your subject, click back into it, it will say processing right here, and then immediately gives you the shot. Okay, one more quick test I want to do with the wide angle is kind of I want to see how far back I can stand where we'll still pick her up as the subject. So super close we know will work, so just for contrast, it's like boom. This is like 4 feet away. This one should work. That worked. So I would say between like 4 feet and 6 feet at the max. Superfish. All right, next lens we're gonna test is the Moment Superfish. Probably my favorite lens for filming. Typically you wouldn't use this lens for portraits just because it is such an extreme wide lens. But we're gonna see what the Pixel 2 and the depth effect can do in conjunction with this and see if we can get some interesting shots. So I wouldn't go any more than like 3 feet max. Get the dot of confirmation. We love that dot.
The dot of confirmation.
Processing, processing. Boom, look at that. It's so bright out here.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna try the classic senior photo with a Superfish and a Pixel 2. Yeah, we got it. It's bright, but it's cool. All right, let's get out of here. Let's see if we can actually get an image that Phil's mom would love to hang on our wall. Let me actually see if that looks sick. All right, so that wraps up the Superfish. We're not gonna test the macro because that already has so much depth of field that the portrait mode doesn't really work well with it because you're already getting something that's just so shallow anyway. So one more lens to test, Tele Lens. All right, so this is our 60mm Tele Lens. It is our portrait lens as it stands right now. It's definitely gonna give a more zoomed in look, so it's gonna be pretty fun. Okay, we're gonna go find one more person in the office to take photos of using the Tele Lens. This is really the beauty lens of all portrait lenses for a mobile device. Let's go see what we got. Wait, can you do it? He can't do it. All right, so Spencer has more important things to do than be on this video. So, hey Phil, can you take pictures of me?
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Nice. Okay, let me try. If I sound like an idiot, we have to redo it. So the Pixel uses a very different technique than the iPhone. It actually uses a machine learning model that knows how to recognize objects in the foreground and then separate the subject from the background of the photo. In order to get a good blur effect, you also need some depth information, but as you'll notice, the Pixel only has one camera as opposed to 2, so they actually use a pretty novel technique which takes the one camera and splits it into 2, and so it'll take the left side of the lens and compare that to what is captured on the right side of the lens, and since those are I think just a small amount apart, maybe just like 1 millimeter, they're able to use that information to create a stereo image and apply depth points to the background, and then use that to create a more realistic blur. We're gonna go to the basement and take some more photos.
To the basement.
To the basement.
Phil is not only a great engineer, he's a great photographer. Check out this banana. Check out this banana I found.
Ooh.
Whoa.
That's kind of sick.
Do me a quick favor and test on how far you can go back and it still gets the portrait mode.
Oh, this would be cool.
I don't know if that might be too far. So with the Tele, I think you're able to get about a 12-foot distance because you're kind of doubling the length of how close you are to the subject. All right, so in conclusion, Pixel 2 with moment lenses and the depth effect opens up a lot more possibilities than were ever presented before. You can't even use our lenses in portrait mode on the iPhone 7 Plus or 8 Plus. So the fact alone that you can do this with the Pixel 2 is pretty rad. Anything to say, Phil?
Yeah, nice work, Google. I think it's really cool to see some software-based like simulated depth effect. Definitely opens up some new opportunities to get some shots that before weren't possible by using our lenses.
Yeah, I would say like the wide look with like blur.
With the depth effect is really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, like we should almost do like a 5D with a 24 mil 1.4 versus a moment wide Pixel 2.
Sure, yeah.
If I had that set up, we could do it. Make sure you check out Moment products for Google Pixel, and thanks for watching. The lens. Look, like I'm not even putting any.
Yeah,
it's like
don't give anyone any ideas.
Shoot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you look really natural. Billionaire magazine. It's my favorite. Oh, what's up? Just reading some Billionaire magazine.